Hi guys, and welcome to yet another very exciting video tutorial of Adobe Premiere Pro. And in this tutorial we will be talking about the presets of color correction that comes bundled up with Premiere Pro. So far we have been talking mostly about the three-way color corrector, and we have talked about some fast color corrector wheel and also the auto corrector effect, which is for total noises. For some people who do not understand anything about color correction, they can use that and achieve decent results with it. Actually, very good results with it. But today we're gonna talk about the effects or the presets that already come bundled up with Premiere Pro. So go to your effects pane, and here, as you can see, there is no color correction effects by its name for folder. Actually, the color correction presets comes under the name of Lumetri presets. These are the color correction or different color looks presets. To view them, open it. Of course, it would be better if we hit the tilde key and maximize our window. And now, as you can see, there are subfolders inside it, and there are many looks in it. And when you open one of the folders, it not only just show their names, it also show their looks with these good pictures, and that's a very good advantage because it tells you what a certain look or preset would look like, so you do not have to apply each and every one and try how it would look. And also the color palettes are given also in here. So if you are wondering how this certain look was achieved, so the color palette is here, so you can learn from that too if you are learning about color correction deeply. Okay, these are monochrome, that was cinematics colors, and here are the speed looks of different cameras. These are the universal ones colors. Okay, and some of them are very dramatic, and these are the cameras presets, what you can achieve with Canon 1D. Okay, these are Canon 5D and Nikon, of course, D800 and stuff like that. So there are a lot of them in here. So I'm just gonna go back and gonna apply some of these cinematic ones to my footage here. One thing I should mention that whenever you are using or applying presets like this, it's a very good idea to apply them to an adjustment layer. Because adjustment layer gives you a very good mobility and independence while changing and altering your presets or the look of your effects on your footage. If you do not like them, they are easy to delete, and many other benefits that come with adjustment layers. So put an adjustment layer above your footage. I'm gonna put another one over here. Okay, so in this footage I'm going to apply, okay, which one? A little bit obvious one that so the difference is very clear. Okay, let's put this one, which is science space. Okay, I'm going to stop the sound of it. Actually, mute it. Actually, I could have muted here. I just brought down the slider over there. As you can see, without the effect it has this look, but with the effect it is this look. Okay, now in the effect control I want to mention is that nowadays with Lumetri colors there comes a lot of parameters that you can change their look with. You can increase their temperature and reduce it, increase their tint and reduce it, tone, exposure, contrast, everything. This can be altered. But if you are working on a past version or edition of Premiere Pro, then these options are not given. Then the only way to change the look of your Lumetri color palette or preset is to take it to SpeedGrade. SpeedGrade is a software of Adobe Creative Cloud, which is specially used for color correction, and it is very powerful, and which we will be talking about in the upcoming tutorial. I will show you how to work with both SpeedGrade and Premiere Pro via dynamic link. So these options are also here. If you have brought up a certain look into your footage, and then you are not happy with it, or you just want to alter it a little bit because it is too dramatic for your liking, then you can come here and change it. Of course, you can always apply masks to it, and how much that mask could apply to your footage, you can increase and decrease their size using these corners of it, and also invert it. It will be on the outside and inside. Feather it out, little you want to feather it out, so how much it does show up in your footage, high dynamic range, low dynamic range, and stuff like that. So there are a lot of parameters. Just play with them and you will have the feel for it. So with this footage, this much is okay. Now we will go to this other footage and apply another color to it. Now I'm gonna go into these camera looks and see which ones should we apply. Okay, I want to apply something flamboyant and robust. Okay, this one. Let's see how does it look. Okay, this is a pretty obvious one, but we can control Z that one and go into another one. Okay, let's close this one, and perhaps let's go into universal looks and what is on offer in the universal looks. Okay, this old look. Okay, for noir movies look. Let's apply it and see what it looks like. Okay, it's pretty dull. It's almost in black and white, but it is not black and white. And one thing to keep in mind also, other than the preset, that the preset also works like your other footage. If you apply 2 of them or 3 of them, then the hierarchy or their order in the control panel matters a lot. If I apply this one beneath it, then it affects the one above it, and if I brought this up, so it affects it changes colors. So the order of the effects applied is very important. Always keep that in mind if you are adjusting your color. So for this tutorial, that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you that you are not just limited to creating your own looks in Premiere Pro, and if you do not, your imagination fluids are not running wild, there are a lot of already great cinematic and other sort of color correction presets available. You do not have to reinvent the wheel every time you work on your project. You can just use them, and most of the time I just use them. I do not color correct my footage that much. So and especially people like clients also ask for one of these. Once they ask it, it's really minor changes are required once you apply these. So with that said, I'm going to conclude this tutorial and hope to see you in the next tutorial, in which we will be talking about speed grade. So goodbye for now.